Aussie Ultimate Fitness Training, Jet Fitness. Thank you so much for watching the video. And today we're doing a video about 4 main things of which really annoys a lot of people and annoys me as well, and I keep hearing, and I'm sure when I say what they are, you'll go, oh, I know someone that says that, or even maybe yourself says it a lot of the times. I'm going to start with number 1, of which is, it's easier said than done. Okay, you probably hear that people saying that a lot of times. Let's say, for instance, you've got a goal, or you've got a set, or you give them advice, or maybe you know someone that wants to do something, and someone will say, oh, that's easy said than done. Okay, of course it's easy said than done. Even going down the road picking up an ice cream is easy said than done, because you've got, obviously you can just say it rather than actually go and get it. Or driving down to London or to Newcastle or to Manchester is easy said than done, because obviously you don't have to do the action. So a lot of people that utilize those kind of terms is people that basically, 1, are very negative, and 2, they don't even have the inspiration or the vision to even overcome that particular thing, or even got an interest in order to help you or help themselves become better. Hence the reason why people say it's easier said than done. Now, when people say that, the best way to come out of these people is, of course it is easier said than done, because everything is easier said than done. Have you noticed? Because you don't have to do it. So you don't even need to try, because it's easier said than done. So that is one of the main things that really winds people up. And basically us, people that are a little bit more awake, that are a little bit sharper, do not stand. And that's one thing obviously you probably guys that come across the way I coach, the way I mentor people, I don't accept those kind of things, because obviously if someone says to me this is easier said than done, 9 times out of 10 you're not in the right place and the right time in order to become a greater version of yourself. You need to be prepared in order to become a greater version of yourself. And one of the main things is obviously you've got to believe in yourself, and you don't say it's easier said than done, because you prompt your mind to actually not allow yourself to achieve. Now, the other thing is, obviously, which is very common, another one you guys probably hear a lot of times, is, I haven't got no time, okay, I'm too busy. Okay, now, I'm sure, regardless of what job you do, regardless of what background you come from, regardless of what your interests are, we are all very busy. Okay, now busy is something we've created. Okay, now you've got 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. Okay, how you manage yourself in between that time, between your actions, between your tasks, is down to you. Now, a lot of the times they're not too busy, they're just very poor at managing themselves. Now, if they're poor at managing themselves and managing the tasks around the time they've got for themselves, sometimes it's what you say, I'm too busy, because you see, what you should say really is, identifying is, I'm very crap at managing my own time. So you need time management, you need time management skills, you need coaching skills in order to help yourself through tasks. Now, I'm too busy, you're too busy, because everyone's too busy, but it's how you manage yourself to do the musts instead of the little shoulds every single day in order to help yourself become a greater version of yourself. Now, then it leads to number 3, of which it's easier for that guy or for that woman to do, because they're looking. Okay, a lot of us probably hear someone like, for instance, someone that's done very well for themselves, or someone that's achieved something. It's always easier. Of course it is easier, because they've done it. That's easy. Me, I can't do it because it's so hard for me. And for that person, it's so easy to do, because that person is so much more fortunate than I, and that person is so much better than I, and all of a sudden me, poor me, I can't do it. And you probably hear that a lot of times. It's almost like that victim mentality, or it's easy for him because the parents helped them, or maybe the cousin helped them, or maybe because they come from a better background. Look, if you ever come across anyone that actually amounted to anything, and you probably see, like, I mean, if you read a lot of autobiographies, people that amounted to, like, from anyone in terms of sports, from a coaching point of view, they come from horrible you know, backgrounds, and these kind of people that come from horrible backgrounds, obviously people that overcome terrible things. And this is the things that I always say, like, those are the people that learn the hard way, and they really become the greater version of themselves. Now, for the guys sometimes that are a little bit more fortunate, I'm not saying that there isn't guys out there that maybe the mum and dad help them out to become a better version. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, of course it exists. I've had friends of mine that mum and dad help them, you know, buy a house or set up a business, but that doesn't mean they're going to become a greater version of themselves. And a lot of times when something is given, you've got less interest of keeping it, so there's a greater danger for them to actually lose it. Okay, but obviously it does help. Okay, but the biggest thing is, like, it's a lot of the times, a lot of this sort of, it's an excuse people use to not try and become better. Now, the other thing I'm going to tell you is going to be number 4, of which it cannot be done. Now, how many times you hear this, and this is one of the things that I love when people say that, because you've got that inclination of proving people wrong, but you've got to think to yourself, when you tell a friend maybe a business venture, or maybe you tell them what you really want to do, which is the worst thing you can do. Okay, don't tell them, show them when it's done. Okay, you tell them and you go, no, that can't be done, that's too hard, what's the matter, who do you think you are, you can do. Obviously, a lot of times they don't tell you directly, they tell you indirectly, which is you find through the grapevine that they've been saying that, or maybe find that they've been probably indirectly telling things, and that sometimes you then obviously come across, right, okay, this is what they meant. And then they say, oh, that can be it's too hard to do, you're not going to be able to do it. They start sending you all the negatives, okay? And bear in mind, a lot of these people have got no background in what you're talking about, no idea what's going to happen, and all of a sudden, you make it happen, and it'll go, oh, you're just too lucky. You was lucky, I knew he was lucky. And this is one of the things that really does not serve us. And I'm sure the guys that are watching this video, you guys out there will actually make sure, obviously I'm sure you've got people around you, or even in your family, or maybe surrounding you, or maybe at work, maybe friends, that definitely tap in one of those 4 things I've just said, because I hear that all the time, like, you know, sometimes in conversations, and sometimes with friends, and like people say, oh, it can't be done, he's lucky for him because he's got this sort of help, or oh, no, that'll never be done, or who do you think that person is? It's all it is fear factor. They live in cuckoo land, you know, really is that. No, of course it's hard work. Okay, anything that amounts to anything is relentless hard work. However, it can be done if you put the right amount of time, the right amount of focus, the right amount of vision, the right amount of relentless hard work. Of course it's going to be hard. However, there's a reward at the end, but it's whether you're prepared to do that. And here we are, another video, guys, to help you become your greatest versions. Thank you very much for watching the video. Check us out on Carlos Trainer 10, which is our Instagram. Also on our YouTube channel, we've got a lot of videos there about all sorts of things: diet, nutrition, supplementation, positivity, psychology, motivation, all sorts. And obviously with your help, because you guys keep sending me obviously requests, I'll be able to keep making these videos. And my main goal, guys, is to really help you guys become a greater version of yourselves in order to help me become a greatest version, because ultimately I'm passionate about helping people, and this is definitely one of the ways I do it. So thank you very much, guys. With all this being said, stay happy, stay healthy, stay fit, have a beautiful day. Take care. Just believe in yourself, that's all it is. Believe in yourself, and do not allow external events to dictate your present situation. 2 things of which I think is really important in order to become better version of yourself is gratitude and discipline. Get healthier, get happier, become your greatest version. A huge part of development for ourselves is to believe in ourselves and believe in your intuition in order to become better every day, in order to ask your own self, am I doing the best I can in order to become a better version of me? Remember, while you become your greatest versions, don't forget, have fun as well, because a lot of times you can be very serious as well. So have fun, like I always do, although doing these videos, and it gets really serious sometimes about coaching, training, psychology, problems, everything. It's always sometimes to become a kid as well and just enjoy and laugh, laugh, laugh.